You should see this right underneath tasks now. We've got a new thing over in the sidebar for projects. And in Slant, what a project is simply is got this little thing right here, organize processes into predefined milestones and tasks. So we have a couple of default um, project types that we've pushed into everyone's account. These are editable by you, make them your own to represent how these processes work within your business. You can add different types if you want to. So you can kind of see we've got this all projects tab where you can see at a high level where each project is at across different types. If you click on one, you'll get this sidebar that you can see the different milestones and where the tasks are at. You can also, if you come to the tab up here for that type, so you can see this is a new client onboarding. If I click here, you get this Kanban view where you can drag them. Across to each milestone. Doing that, if I open that now, you can see we're now on to the third milestone here. I'm going to click this little settings icon. If you click manage project types, this is going to jump you into our settings. So you can also get to here just by going to account or book settings. And then there's this new project types thing here. You can see again our default project types. You can drop them down. So if we look at annual review, there's where the name is. You can give it a description, and then you can add your different milestones. So we could add a milestone here. You can give it your own color. We'll get into this in a minute. And then if you click edit tasks, this is where you create the tasks that happen in each milestone. So for an annual review, for example, we have milestone 1 is schedule and prepare. The singular task in here right now is reach out to schedule annual review. Milestone 2 says hold annual review meeting, and milestone 3 is send summary email with action items, schedule next review. So you can kind of break these milestones up into repeatable tasks. When you have a process that's repeatable across your business, you can split those up. And then we have this auto advance trigger where you can say by default, our basic is when all tasks are completed. So if you complete all tasks in a milestone, then we'll automatically move you on to the next one. But we also have, for example, for annual review, this schedule and prepare, you might want to automatically have it move on to the next milestone as soon as a meeting is scheduled. And then for milestone 2, conduct the review, move it on when the meeting is completed. It'll automatically move it on. So again, you can kind of split these things up into repeatable processes, break each milestone up into repeatable tasks. So I'll come back here in just a minute. It might make a little bit more sense if we come jump in and create a project. So we're going to create an annual review. So if I click new project up here, I'm going to make the apple seed family. And then you can select which client. We'll select Johnny Appleseed, annual review, and we'll go ahead and hit create. If we come back to this client record, you'll see in your list of tasks that we've created from the project, you'll see the tasks in your normal task list as well. But if we come back here, we can click this. You'll also be able to see the tasks here. So reach out and schedule annual review. We'll say I did that right over here. I'm going to send an invite to them. We'll pretend I'm scheduling an annual review with them. If I come back to the household record, okay, it looks like that just came into Slant. So we'll jump back into his project. And if I refresh the page here, you can see that automatically moved into the next milestone because the meeting was scheduled. And then when the meeting happens, it will automatically move up into the follow-up. You can also, if you want to manually do it, you can move that forward and it will start the next milestone and you'll have these tasks available to do for the Appleseed family. Again, here in settings, project types, you can hit new project type. Kind of shooting from the hip here, but maybe we would want a retirement transition planning. Maybe we would have a project to help people transition into retirement, right? And then maybe our milestones here would be pre pre uh, pre-retirement prep or something. And maybe we'd have another milestone that's like retirement launch. And maybe we'd have another milestone for um, post retirement follow-up or something. Again, we can give these each different colors, whatever you want there. And then we could come in here and we could add tasks to each of these. So maybe in the pre-retirement prep, we would say like review retirement income. Man, I can't spell today. Retirement income sources. You could make that do, so this is time to complete is relative from when the milestone starts. So maybe that's due in 5 days. And you can assign it to somebody off the gate or leave the task unassigned to start, whatever you'd like. You can write an example email to guide AI within all of our tasks. We try to write a pre-written email. So you can write a guide for if you would want to send an email with this task. Maybe we'd also, in the pre-retirement prep, maybe we would also want to optimize Social Security claiming strategy or something. This could be whatever makes sense for you, and maybe that's due in a week or something. Save changes, and you could come through each of these milestones and add tasks that make sense. So set up systematic withdrawals. That's due in 2 weeks. Withdrawals. There we go. Anyway, so yeah, that's how you would create. And then now that we've made this type, if we come back here to our projects, we're going to have this new project type up here, and you can start adding people to the project and following them through each of those steps. So again, we're excited. So if you have anything that's repetitive that you have to do on a regular basis, that's something we would recommend using projects for.